Hey there, happy fall 2018. So we are about to begin another 8-week term here at ARC. I want you to keep in mind that we have many classes and I am teaching most of them in the security area at least. So be patient with me if I do not respond right away to your email. I want to respond to your email, so if I do not respond within 24 hours, please email me again. That is my number one rule. Please, please give me a chance, but keep pinging me if you don't hear from me because I want to do the best I can by you. Welcome to this course. I will be doing an overview of the way each of my courses is going to work. So this isn't going to be specific to your course. This is part A of my video set. Please see part B for specifics of your course in particular. And what you see on your screen is the Canvas environment. All of my courses are pretty much arranged in a similar fashion. And this is a course that just ended. But what you will see is you will see usually a Start Here link, which takes you to the modules. You could also just click on Modules on the left nav bar. You will also see an announcement section, which you will see the first few announcements usually at the top of your screen as recent announcements. You will see a syllabus section, which takes you to modules once again, but to the specific syllabus area. And of course, modules will take you to modules. So there are a lot of modules links. If you get lost, click on modules. I have a little bit of information about myself as well under there if you'd like to read. And these office hours are not specific to next term, so please review the ones in Canvas in your class. We generally have an instructional assistant that is assigned to each course. So if you have trouble getting a hold of me or you think I am not doing my job, please report it to the instructional assistant. And the important add and drop dates will be there as well. So modules. When in doubt, click on modules and you should get to where you need to be for the course. I typically will have orientation information under orientation, and then each week is generally one module. I also push the NetLab information to the top of the course. Most of my classes require NetLab, though not all do. And the modules, what you do for each module is you start with the course overview. So for this course, I'm going to click on M2 Overview, and here you will see the dates for each module, and usually it's a 1-week window. You will see information on the assignments, and then you will see how much each assignment is worth generally. All of my assignments generally give you about a week, and then it's due the following week, and the due dates will be in your calendar. I also advise students who are struggling with the online environment to please take a look at the When Is It Open link. That is for the computer lab that specializes for computer information systems. And typically the IAs assigned to these courses also work in there. Therefore, you will get help, expert help, when you need it. Now, online courses, if this is your first online course, it definitely is a learning experience. I remember the first online course I took, I did not like it, not one bit. It felt, let's say, I felt like I didn't get to know my instructor. I felt like the course wasn't created in a way that really helped me learn. And that may be the case for some online courses. It might be the case for this course, and I hope that it's not the case for you. I hope that's not your experience. But sometimes that is. And my advice to you is to do your best in the course, even if it is not your thing, and try to get an A in the course. That is the goal, is to walk away with an A. The only time I do not advise you go for an A is whenever you are already retired and you may not need to have a future career goal in mind. But if you are not retired and you are going to have to work, then go for an A, because you never know when that A is going to help you out in a future situation. Now, because my courses are, for the most part, already created, the assignments you will see in the assignments section, most of them are grayed out because they're not available yet, but you will get a good idea that every week is exactly the same. So there will be 2 different assignments every single week. Now, if you get behind for any reason, feel free to just get that assignment in as soon as you can. On the syllabus, it says I take a 10% deduction, but if you get that assignment in before I have a chance to grade it for your classmates, then I don't generally take the 10% deduction unless it's more than a couple weeks late. So please just get that in as soon as possible. I try to grade every week. That doesn't always happen. The most I generally get behind is 2 to 3 weeks, but generally it is every week. I advise you to not just experience the course and do the assignments, but also really participate in the discussion board. I myself have always had mixed feelings about discussion boards. Sometimes they have felt like a waste of time, but I will tell you that for computer information systems, the best thing you can do with your time in one of these classes is to get to know your classmates. Often, at least half of them are already gainfully employed in computer information systems careers, and the best way to get a job is to know someone, the very best way. So please make friends. I try to design all my discussion boards so that way they are more of a casual exchange of information, where you can hopefully get to know your classmates and find people that you have something in common with. Now, under discussion boards, you will definitely see assignments in there, but you're also going to see a student lounge area if you just want to communicate in more of a casual environment. And then the Q&A, course-related questions. Oftentimes an IA, instructional assistant assigned to this course, is going to be answering questions in there, but feel free to be helpful with classmates. I find that half of the students seem to have a pretty good handle on how the online environment works, and the other half are learning. And there's nothing wrong with being in a learning position, but it is really helpful when students who already know the way around show the students who are just learning a little bit. So check, if you're someone who already knows their way around, please check the course-related questions and feel free to help out a fellow student. That is a great way to create a relationship that might be a lifetime relationship. So you'll see at the top of my screen I have pinned discussions. The student introductions is one. You may not necessarily see that at the top of your screen for your course, but please look under all discussions to make sure you're answering the right discussion each week. The other thing you can click on is assignments. Assignments is going to have a list of your other assignments, but in general, I like to navigate around a course by clicking on modules. Once again, it has everything under there in one place, so you can scroll through modules and find your assignments that way. And notice assignments are going to have a due date and they're going to have a point total attached to them. Now, many of my courses don't have a textbook, however, some do. And if you want to know if you have a textbook, please check video 2 for more information. But you see in this course I have a lot of extra links provided, and that's because this course did not have as big a textbook as other courses. I oftentimes will provide a lot of information for you to click on. Unless it is specified in the overview, you don't need to click on everything. These are just usually extra links for your information if you want to go above and beyond. So what you will notice also on this screen is grades. You can check your grades if you think that something should have been graded already. So 2 weeks have passed and it is still empty, feel free to contact me. The other thing you may notice when you click on grades is if you see a 0. If you see a 0 there, it means I have already graded it, therefore it is going to be considered late if you do get that assignment in. But once again, always get the assignments in, even if they are late. I deduct only 10%, which is not much. If you need to contact me for any reason, feel free to click on Inbox and send me a message. This is the best way to do it because it actually sends me an email message and it puts your course information in the subject line. Oftentimes when students send me an email message directly, they will forget to put the course information in the subject line, and this may result in the email not being handled as efficiently as possible. I may have to email you back and ask more questions before I have my official response. So please just email me through Canvas and it makes it easier for you and I. And just once again, quickly, before I forget to say it a second time, you can always come and ask questions in the course-related questions area. That is a safe place to ask questions. Mainly, students will email me if they have a personal crisis that they want to discuss or they need career guidance that they can't get in the course or any other way, then they will email me. But for the most part, most of the course information can take place in course-related questions. So just not personal stuff. Keep that out of that. And the next item that I want to cover is going to be in video 2 or video B of your orientation, and that will be course specific. So thank you for taking that class. Please check the next video.